when the bar came off, instead of coming to the chest, it stayed over my head and I just saw it come straight down. Hi, my name is Joshua Burke. I'm an ex-powerlifter and bodybuilder, and now I'm a jiu-jitsu instructor and practitioner. Yeah, I've started to try and go for actual competitive professional side of it when I was 19. And yeah, so that, to be honest though, when you turn to powerlifting, a lot of it's a very competitive atmosphere. So even though I was happy at the time with those accomplishments, looking back or even a few weeks after, I wasn't really satisfied and just kept on going and spiraling from there. So I was 20 years old. I've been training for about 6-7 years at that point, and that was training every single day. And every single day I was trying to push it more and more past my points. I was trying to hit a personal best in my bench press, in my deadlift, and I never stopped. Obviously, I probably would have injured something before then, if not for this. So my best friend to this day, we were training together. He never spotted anyone on the bench press, and the bench press is a pushing motion from the chest when you're lying down. And we put 150 on, the most I've ever done. And when the bar came off, instead of coming to the chest, it stayed over my head and I just saw it come straight down. And in the moment, I was lucky enough to get it off my head, or else that would have been a much different story. But I heard this pop in my shoulder and I didn't know what it was at the time. I thought I could push through, but essentially I just completely torn the pec from the humerus, and that was a grade 3 tear. The surgeon said I'm probably the youngest person he's ever seen have the tear. Only 8 people he's ever known had that level tear as well, and they were professional rugby players. And over the next 2-3 weeks, I just saw this hole was starting to form here, having shooting pain down the side of my arm. And yeah, it was tough. Physically, it hurt, and essentially it was a full-blown tear of the humerus, so the pec connecting to the humerus, and that was a career ender, essentially is what that is. On top of that, the mental aspect was the hardest thing to deal with, and that was because for 5 months I saw myself kind of just wilt away. I wasn't able to go outside. It became a bit of a recluse. Didn't have any friends at the time. All of them were obviously from the gym, so I couldn't really spend time with them. Girlfriend was overseas, I just moved out. And yeah, so it was 5 months just dealing with myself. Obviously, every single day I was just powerlifting. That was the only hobby I really had at the time. I didn't have anything else, as sad as that seems. My brother though, a bit of a Renaissance man, he brought his guitars over, he felt a little bit of pity for me, and obviously wasn't much I could do, except, try and put a guitar on my lap and see how it go. And yeah, I was horrible, but I pushed through, and a few months later I started to be able to hold the tune, and that honestly did help a lot. On top of that, obviously there was the jiu-jitsu and the martial arts aspect, which had become the everyday part of my life. And yeah, if I didn't have those, I'd probably be in a much, much worse state than I am now. So at the time, I thought it was the worst thing that could ever happen. But like a lot of worst things that ever could happen, it's probably one of the best things. And if it wasn't this injury, the way I was training was going to be something else. So it was going to be spine, neck, knees, and for someone that wasn't using any steroids or anything like that, it was just a matter of time. On top of that, the things I learned from that experience, that's probably the most valuable things I've learned in my adult life. So knowing just because you're good at something doesn't mean it's something you should do. Knowing to be open and try other things, and yeah, knowing the value of people as well.
Do you think that it's changed your outlook on the sport?
Definitely. So powerlifting, I think, is an amazing pursuit. I think it's an amazing sport, but I think you can do it excessively. And I do think, obviously, for an amateur or a young person or a natural, let's say natural athlete, there's some notions that you have that you can actually outwork the next guy. But yeah, if they're on steroids, then absolutely you can't do that. But yeah, with jiu-jitsu though, that's the thing, the competition's a part of it. The reason you do it is to do it. And every single, if I get injured again, I've done everything I wanted to do. I'm just doing the classes, just teaching now. That's all you can really hope to do. That's good fun.
Thank you for that.
Thank you so much.